I'm saying is that the best feature about my whole body is my fucking eyes, and you can't really fucking see them very well.
Yeah.
You just put the camera really close to your eyes. Just
Yeah, dude.
like this.
Yeah, dude. Just fucking do this.
Just like.
Like, dude.
All right, dude. Is that going on Patreon? What's up?
And welcome to episode 7 of the Headglitch Podcast, everybody. That is an intro if I've ever seen one.
Fuck yeah, it is, dude. Fuck yeah, it is.
Yeah, I don't know which ring lights tell you to get, dude. I haven't researched them in a hot minute. Last time I researched ring lights, I was looking at getting the Razer Kyo or Razer Kyo, whatever that Razer camera is with the built-in ring light that Dr. Disrespect uses. And Vikings has it and says it's a really good camera.
Yeah, my biggest thing was I need to figure out like what kind of stand I want for it. Like, do I want like kind of like a mic arm kind of thing that they use for them, or do I want more of like just like the bendable ones?
Honestly, just get one of the bendable ones.
Yeah, because I also got to find one that could properly work with my desk.
No, they make them where they can clamp to the back of your monitor.
Okay.
And if you ever get an arm for your monitors, they can like clamp directly to the arm itself.
Yeah, if I do an arm,
and
I
just
have to
like
get a new desk.
come over top of it.
Yeah, if I do like the desk arm or monitor arms, I have to do I have to get a new desk.
So do I. My desk is too shallow to be able to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
I have to get one that's a little bit wider. A buddy of mine was talking about doing
one. I don't want the L shape anymore. I want an actual just deep.
Yeah, I don't use anything on this side of my desk.
Yeah.
So I have no use for this side of my desk.
This literally just holds my router.
My desk is full.
Once I get that SM7B, I gotta move my mic arm from here on this corner to the opposite side to the side of my monitor.
Why?
Or I'm not gonna be able to point it very well, or it's gonna be sitting in front of my monitor like this, or it's gonna be sitting like in front of my monitors.
No, you'll be able to point it from either side.
Yeah, but again, you have no idea how close this actually is.
Okay, never mind.
And it still blocks this monitor a decent bit on my right hand side.
Oh no, I can't see my left side monitor.
That's why I want to start putting it on the side that I have it open.
This completely covers up my monitor.
Like
if you see me doing this on stream, I'm looking past it to try and see. Yeah.
You see how fucking close
Oh
this
shit! Yeah.
It sits right in front of my monitor.
Yeah. I get it now. I understand that.
Yeah.
So everybody, again, welcome to episode 7 of the Headglitch Podcast. We are 12 days out from PAX. We're recording this a little bit late because couldn't get anybody to be online, and I came home with a headache and took a nap and woke up when Brandon got home, so waited until then.
I got home late.
Yeah, you did get home late. You got home at what?
I took my sweet ass time.
10:30?
Yeah, 10:30, 10:45.
Yeah.
I got one of the last tables.
Hell yeah.
I got sat at like 9:15.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
See, if I get sat at 9:15, it doesn't bother me, but if I get sat at 9:30, I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, Greg had a table coming after me, and it was like 9:35. And I was like, he was like, I want them to order. I was like, yeah. I was
so does the kitchen.
They want to clean the rest of their shit.
Well, it's like my last table today was this older gentleman that was waiting on his wife to show up, and he was like it was like 15 to 4. It was a quarter to 4, and he was like, yeah, it's gonna be about another 20 minutes for the other half of my party to show up. And I was like, that's perfectly fine. By then my replacement should be coming in at 4 o'clock, so if he does, and it was Corey taking my spot, I was like, if he does, I'll pass y'all off to him, and he'll take great care of you.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm sorry, a quarter till, I've been there since 11 o'clock this morning since we opened. Dude, can we just talk about how when we opened this morning, I was pulling into the parking lot, there was a line outside the door.
Wait, what the actual fuck?
Second best.
We opened. No, he's not wrong. We're number 2 in the company right now. Well, we were number 2 in the company in December and January. I don't know where we sit right now, but that's in sales, like overall sales. No, we are not number 1. The difference,
number 1.
the difference between us and the number 1 store is like $1 million in sales.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not even like a couple grand. It's not even like one day's worth. It's not even like one shift's worth of money. It's like, and that, I mean, one shift's worth of money for one person, because my average total for sales is like $1,000, but it's a fat million in sales.
Fuck yeah.
So we're the real number 1 because we're the actual ones that.
No.
You keep
Sure,
cutting
he
in and
said.
out.
Yeah, whatever he said.
Go into your Discord.
Oh, he's faking it.
Yeah, he is. He's
I was
absolutely
now.
faking it.
Okay.
Go into your Discord audio and video, and under your microphone you should see something that says activity level, and the drag here. Let me do this.
The slider bar.
The
you'll
slider
see.
bar, yeah.
Yeah. If it says automatic activation, just go ahead and turn that off, and then fuck with the slider itself until you get to like a nice level to where, like, say your.
I have
keyboard
it
isn't
set on
picking up, but it's
voice
picking up your
activity.
voice.
I'm at
Oh.
40 decibels.
I turned mine down to negative 78 decibels.
Yeah, I don't even know what mine's at. What's mine at?
How are we
Mine's
doing
at
now?
negative 47.
Yeah. So, but your all's voices are a lot higher pitched than mine as far as decibels go.
Yeah, because I'm still a baby boy. I'm
You-
not talking like this.
you
all day.
durable.
I'm sorry that
I didn't know I had Batman in the chat.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not. I mean, Batman could
Where's
be in
she?
my chat. I'm not sure. He doesn't really talk that much.
Where's Rachel?
I'm not.
Where is
I'm
she?
not gonna say that I'm Batman. I'm just saying no one's ever seen me and Batman together in the same room.
Oh, saucy.
Can I see your birth certificate, Bruce?
If that's even your real name, Tim.
So join tonight as always. Wow. I fucked
He's
that
having
up.
a stroke.
I just did. Yeah. You got me
You're
thinking
on
about
the
being
podcast,
Batman, and I'm
going
like,
to the
yeah. Joined as always. I'm joined by, on the far left there, Basura Cat, my co-host. He's here every week with me.
Yeah.
I'm Linkosaurus, your host.
All right. Wait. Just
Yo.
to make sure, where are you at in your stream?
As far as mine, I'm on the far right. Brandon's in the
Okay.
middle, and you're on the left.
You're in the middle for me,
You're
which
the
is how
middle
it
for me.
should technically be as the host.
You're not wrong, and I wish there was a way for me to fix that, but I don't know how.
What do you mean? Just start recording my stream. There you go.
Am I on the far? Are you on the far right for you?
Yeah. I'm on the right side of the center. Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's how it works. Is you're on the, like, your camera is on the far right, and then the other two are, I don't know.
Yeah, because I'm on the far right. Well, I'm on
Yeah.
my far right. I'm on the screen's far left.
But there
How
should
is that?
absolutely be
Okay.
a way to be able to change the positioning of the cameras.
All right, Brandon. For you, who's in the center? Me or Link?
Link.
Okay. So me and Brandon have it the same way then.
Yeah, we have it the same way.
I don't know,
Hey,
man.
Why does it do that?
I don't know.
Because, yeah, when you introduced, you pointed to me and said, Basura.
No, I was trying to point past you.
On his camera. Though.
Oh, right, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
on
I'm not
his
streaming or
monitor,
anything, so
yeah.
it doesn't really matter to me. I'll stream when we play GTFO later.
At least on mine it looks right.
Let me try something real quick. I'm gonna leave the call and come back in and see if that does anything.
All right. Real big for me.
Not
I
shit.
try real hard.
You
Didn't
in
do
the center for
anything.
me still. I'm cool with that.
I'm chill with it. I don't mind.
I mean, I don't care being on the right side. It's
I mean,
whatever.
see our
hey,
faces.
if you ever need to, you can just take my VOD.
Right.
And then just put your recording audio over it. There you go.
True. That is very
Problem
true.
solved.
You could always do that.
So, joined tonight by Bongo Brando on Twitch is my roommate Brandon,
Bingo,
who I'm
bingo,
pretty
bongo.
sure is
I'll get a pair of bongos eventually. eventually.
Dude, please.
No, he was
get-
actually
no,
talking
hold on.
about doing his notification thing as him like playing the bongos
Like me
Don't
with
get
my hair
real
out with some
bongos, okay?
bongos.
Hear me out. Don't get real bongos.
Donkey
Get
Kong
those.
bongos?
Yeah. Get those Donkey Kong bongos.
from the fucking Wii.
Yes. I'll get a Wii too and even get the game. We'll play it on
Dude,
stream.
honestly, you could.
God, no, don't. Please
That-
don't. You have a Switch. What use for a Wii do you have?
Well,
So
once
you
I
can
get
play
the
with
bongo
bongos.
drums.
Yeah. Once he has the bongos, it makes sense to have a fucking Wii, dude. Hello.
Oh my god.
Is anyone home? No.
We're gonna start hearing his.
Jesus Christ.
That was a very good Donkey Kong.
That was a
impression.
very
Actually
good Donkey Kong. I'm
impressed.
actually impressed by that.
Brandon, did you voice Donkey Kong? Don't lie to me.
Are you
Listen,
actually
I'm not
secretly
saying
rich?
I'm not Donkey Kong, but you've never seen me in Donkey Kong in this.
So now we got Batman and Donkey Kong.
And Boy Wonder over there.
Air Force Blue over here. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, at the very least, Nightwing, right? Because of the wings and the Air Force.
True.
But
The
yeah.
last time that I checked the link, I don't want to be your little side bitch.
Have either of y'all watched any of the Harley Quinn animated series?
You know, Eamon, whenever I went over to his place, made me watch like one episode. And I
It's
just did not care
so
for it.
fucking funny. It can
I
be
just
kind of
did not care
cringy
for
at
it.
some point, at certain points, but it's so funny because like
Aside
they
from-
don't give a fuck. Like there's like very few things in there that are actually censored. Like they're dropping F-bombs. Like the only thing that I've noticed that's been censored outside of like the trailers, because the trailers they
Was the word
censor
cunt.
is the word cunt. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
only
only
episode
thing
that
that's
I've seen.
censored. Yeah,
I respect that though.
Yeah.
I can understand that.
They're
I
like,
don't know if
it's
I
so
feel
much
any type of
potential.
way about
You
it.
should have just used the B word instead of the C word.
yeah. If he had a crew, they telling me to use the B word.
Yeah, but that doesn't have that alliteration of this.
No, he called Wonder Woman a fucking cunt.
I didn't know if I could say it when you were.
Yeah, because the dude was yeeting like cars at her, and
Yeah,
then she hits him
he
with,
was-
like a whip or some shit. And he goes,
No,
"Oh,
it
you
wasn't even
fucking
that.
cunt."
It's Dr. Psycho, and he's a fucking telepath, and he's like fucking throwing cars at her and shit, literally yeeting cars at Wonder Woman, and she's like knocking them out of the way and all this, and so he uses his powers to like grab her by the face and like pick her up off the ground, and she like uses her armbands to like slam together to create that pulse that flies back and hits him in the head, and he's
Oh,
like,
Link.
"Oh, that hurt, you fucking cunt!" And everybody was like, "Oh!"
Hey, Link, did you
Controversial.
see, on Discord that they made the PAX East group?
I did see that just now. Yeah, I did.
So we got a message in that group chat to see if they want to join for a full 10-man fucking podcast.
Ooh, absolutely. Get everybody in the hotel room. It'd just be madness.
Honestly, just have 10
But-
people just sitting around, huddling around a fucking laptop and an omnidirectional fucking Yeti.
head. All this input, like 2 heads right here, just.
We
Just
need
all
to
next
sit
to
in a
each other.
hotel room that has a casting couch, and then everyone stand behind the casting couch and one person sit. Like you're the one sitting, bud.
Just put just take a screenshot instead of the Headglitch Podcast thumbnail. It's just that.
Or it's Headglitch Podcast with porno colors.
That wouldn't even be that hard to fit. That wouldn't even be that hard to change either.
The casting couch podcast.
Simplicity at its finest.
Speaking of PAX and podcasts, I text my dad. He hasn't texted me back yet, but I told him my dad's gonna have a shirt made for me. That's going
Mhm.
to be the Headglitch Podcast shirt. With my name Linkosaurus down the sleeve, and I text him. He told me that he would do for free and just ship it to me. And then he said, I texted him about yours, and I told him that originally I told him Basura on yours, but I corrected it and said Basura Cat. I told him you're my co-host, and I told him that one I'll pay him for. Like he doesn't have to.
Pay, I can.
I mean,
it's paying for it.
It's nothing. It's he owns a company that does the screen printing, so
yeah.
So
Can
it's.
I get me a hoodie? I'll pay for it since I'm not a host or nothing.
Dude, honestly, if I could have a hoodie, that would be perfect.
Well, the reason I'm not doing hoodies this round is because I want to actually refine the design.
Oh, okay.
Like this is like a first draft.
Yeah, like first iteration.
And we're not going to be wearing hoodies at PAX. That's going to be way too fucking hot.
Are you sure it's in Boston, though? We could wear that shit around Boston whenever we go traveling. I'm looking around.
It's true, but he's already working on it, so it's a little late for that.
Just get a flag with a logo on it to have above.
Honestly, just stick it through my jacket, dude.
No, not even that. Like, if I'm gonna wear a fucking backpack, just like hanging out the fucking back of it.
No, I'll carry it around like it's a guidon, dude.
Absolutely.
Like doing this with it.
So yours, assuming he gets back to me, I'm gonna call him tomorrow and see if he got my text. But yours is gonna say Basura Cat on it. But I want to refine it. I want to actually put these, like an actual design for these in the merch store.
Yeah. So the question is, do we just want to stick to it only being words whenever we refine it, or do we want to like get like some kind of picture for it as well, like a logo itself kind of thing instead of just wording?
Well, no, like the here. Let me show you the rough draft that this is a very rough draft.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what I came up with. So it's got my name on the sleeve, twitch.tv on the back, and then Headglitch Podcast.
Okay.
And it's literally like the name and the twitch.tv are the same colors as Headglitch Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
The like not the white, but the green and orange that I used for it.
Yeah.
And then I just copied the blue from the thumbnail itself onto the rest of the shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a very, very rough draft. Like I made that in like 15 minutes, just like typing shit out and everything. Like, sorry, my beard itches. It's very rare that my beard itches, but when it does, it itches like a motherfucker. But yeah, so assuming he got my text and everything, you will have yours. I'll bring it to you in Boston, and we'll roll around the convention center advertising the podcast.
Oh, hell yeah.
But eventually, yeah, I would like to get I would like to make like a Headglitch Podcast logo. Something like a generic head that's glitched out.
Mm-hmm.
Or like for you it would be your head. I could do like a
head that's for the memes, the one that says like stonks and shit.
Yeah. Just like glitch it out a little bit. But if I could, for mine, I would want to get like my head cartooned onto it. You know how Ninja did his head as his logo?
No, I don't. I hate Ninja.
You and I both, but
so I don't pay attention to anything that deals with him.
But
Tyler,
Jesus. But like the way he did his, I want to do something similar to that, but like my actual head instead of that like full cartoon thing. And then I'm gonna glitch it out a little bit for mine and just put it like on the chest, and then underneath it put Headglitch Podcast, or on the back put Headglitch Podcast, and put my
honestly, the back would be better because most people typically don't look at the front of people. They usually look at the back, because if you look at the front, it's a higher chance of making eye contact, and a lot of people are socially awkward or introverts, so they don't like to do that. But
on a hoodie, it's going to be hard to see if it's just under the collar.
Yeah. That's why you do more center of the back. Like I have a squadron T-shirt from back whenever I went through tech school. That's like my whole back is our like squadron like logo.
I gotcha. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Or I could do like, instead of like dead center, I could do like over to the side.
Yeah, that's how it is on my
Like
shirt.
my head
the
over
front,
to the side, and then like across the back, Headglitch Podcast. And then for yours, I could do the same thing, but with your head, since you're my co-host.
Like here, I'll show you.
I know what you mean. You don't have to. He's already gone.
It's too late.
Those pajama pants, though.
If you love them, let them go. If they love you, they'll come back.
Shut the fuck up.
Please come back, Basura.
Hey,
Oh my God, he's back.
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah. And I could do that with like the Headglitch Podcast, and then do like my head as the glitch down as the logo, and then I could do another one with your head glitch down as the logo, and then I could actually.
I don't want my head on anything. I'm an ugly son of a bitch.
Shut the fuck up. You're my co-host. Deal with it. It's my merch
Actually,
store.
your
I'll
face
put
on
I'll put your face on merchandise if I want to, sir.
I
I
just
do
wanna
not consent. I'm going to make
start
sure
with
that this
his
is in the
face.
recording. I do not consent.
No, but then like people could go on to the merch store, and if they want to order one with your face, they could do that, and it would say Basura down the sleeve. Or Basura Cat, if they want to order one that's my face with Linkosaurus down the sleeve, they could do that. And like it,
said both of y'all's name, one on each sleeve.
I mean, we could do
True.
that. We
You
could do
could.
that. That is a
That would
very
honestly work.
that actually would work, yeah. And then we could just do like the Headglitch Podcast logo right here or something, or just put it on the back and do like a generic face on it or something. Stonks. Just do stonks. Just fucking not even stonks. Do the Kappa face glitched out.
Faces
yes.
kind of glitched
Yes.
together.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, that would also work. As long
Oh,
as
we could
Link's
actually
face is
do
the-
that.
As long as Link's face is the primary face.
Well, it would be well, like have you ever seen Super Carlin Brothers? They do a lot of Harry Potter theory videos.
Mm-mm.
Their logo is actually here. Let me look it up real quick.
First time I've ever heard those series of words.
But I'm not gonna lie, I could fuck with some Harry Potter like theories. I could fuck with that real hard. I fuck with the Harry Potter series.
I fucking love Harry Potter.
Same. Is that what we're gonna do? After we get done drinking, we're just gonna go back to the hotel and just start binge watching Harry Potter.
Fuck yeah. Why not? Trying to
Hell
find
yeah.
their new logo.
Which we also got to make sure that we bring back at least like a 32 pack of something.
Oh, absolutely.
Apparently, I'm on page 495 in this book. Wherever I read it last.
So
Chapter
this
24.
is their logo. Come on, there it is. So this is their old logo, and it's got like one of their faces, like the bottom half of one of their faces and the top half of the other one, kind of
Mhm.
mashed together because you can see the two of them. Their new
Yeah.
logo is more detailed than that, and it actually shows like their face
Mhm.
like mashed together and kind of like glitched out a little bit.
I'll fuck with that.
And like we could do that. We could do like have it come down like this, and do like have one half like my beard, the other half like, because you and I have the same hairstyle,
Mhm.
so we could do like your
Mine's
blonde,
just definitely thinner.
right? We could do like
Yeah,
your
going
blonde
the other way.
hair, like have it come down like this way, and do
Hold up,
like
does your hair go to the left or to the right, Link?
to the right.
Yeah, mine goes to the left.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's opposite directions.
Oh, then your camera's flipped.
I could tell that just
Okay.
by looking at y'all.
So we could
Yeah,
do
I-
that.
I don't know how to invert that shit.
I don't know. I think it's under the Logitech capture software, but I have no idea.
Yeah, I
That's
would
where
have to
I
fuck
found
around
it.
with it.
I mean, we fucked with that horizontal shit just a second ago.
Yeah, I flipped his horizontally, and it was just
It
on the
was-
ceiling.
It was
Hell
definitely
yeah.
in Logitech Capture, so.
You should definitely, Brandon, anytime we have you on the podcast, you should have yourself from the ceiling. So whenever you just look over, it's just gonna look real fucking weird.
Like the fuck. And we could do like do the bottom half of my face.
Oh god.
And the top half of yours. I think he's doing it, yeah. We could do the bottom half of mine and the top half of yours, and put that logo right here, and then do Headglitch Podcast on the back, and do the side that has my face on it for the logo, do Linkosaurus, and then the side that has your face on it, Basuracat. That's actually a really good idea.
Did you already upload the last video?
Yes, it went live yesterday.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, I set that to go live Friday. I set it to go live on Saturday at 1 p.m., but it actually was uploaded Friday.
It did not work.
I don't think you can use it that way. Don't worry about it right now, Brandon. We're in the middle of recording the podcast.
Okay, I was just
gonna just fucking flip it.
You beautiful motherfuckers.
That was pretty fucking great. I'm not gonna lie.
If there was a way for you to fasten it that way, it'd definitely be that way. But
right.
Unfortunately.
Wait. Vince is going to PAX?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't realize that Vince was gonna go to PAX. Why is Nammy not going to PAX then?
I don't know. I didn't ask Nammy about that the other day. I just asked him if he was. Whenever Day came in with that raid the other night.
Mm-hmm.
Which was fucking incredible, by the way. Every time Day raids somebody, it's like 30 plus people, and I don't know how to react.
Yeah.
Because, like,
a lot of fucking people.
I know every single person in his stream at any given point in time. I've talked to them at least 50 times. Because it's a year that I've been following Daylights and subscribing to him and everything. And so I know everybody that's in his chat on a regular basis. But it still is mind-blowing when they all come in and I'll see like a couple new faces or like a couple new usernames, and I'm like, I don't know you. This is a perfect opportunity for me to rep myself. Everybody else is like, shut up, Link. We know you.
So most of the time, whenever I'm not streaming, if someone that is named Darkest Timeline F is streaming, I go into the stream all the time.
Oh yeah, I love Darkest.
And yeah, dude, Darkest is an amazing dude. Love that.
Oh
dude.
Yeah.
And every time he gets raided, he always busts out like his like little TED Talk background. He's like, anyways, this is what I do, and he starts repping it for like 10 minutes straight.
Jesus Christ, that's awesome.
I watched him the other day when you
when we raided him.
Sorry. Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah.
I think we both raided him at the same time, didn't
Darkest?
we? Yeah.
He's doing
raided Bruise.
I think.
No, I know we raided Bruise last week, a couple of nights ago. This was like last week though.
Oh, maybe.
Because you said I'm gonna raid Darkest Timeline, and I was like, Darkest Timeline, and yeah. So we both raided him. I had like two people to your 15, but whatever.
I mean, that's because I was raided by someone.
I know.
But I was like, I gotta pass on the love, dude.
Absolutely, dude. So yeah, PAX actually starts in what, 10 days? Yeah.
On the
27th, 10 days.
Yeah.
I guess technically now, because it's past midnight that we're recording this, 10 days, but 11 days from Sunday.
Yeah.
So
I mean, for me, it's 11 days.
Gotcha. Yeah, so PAX is in 11 days, boys.
Dude,
we will be in Boston on the 28th. We'll be flying in that morning.
Dude, I'm so fucking excited. The only shitty part is that I'm going to have to order a fucking Uber to get to the hotel first.
Yeah, I know. Well, maybe not. Maybe not.
Let's snag this boy.
Maybe not.
We're snagging this boy.
What time are you getting in?
5 a.m.
Into.
I can set the pickup time.
But I have to give them all the identification. Remember the whole issue about that?
Oh, that's right. Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Unless
I want to hash out on the podcast.
No, there might be a way for me to do it where I can get a hold of them and let them know that we've got somebody else flying in, and I want him to pick up the car beforehand. That way, you can just pull in and grab us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
I can
then
go get the hotel room, get all of our room keys.
Exactly.
And then come back and pick you guys up.
Yeah.
Is it just us three in the room, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far, it seems like it's only us three. Like I've offered like a couple other people that were wanting to go. If they needed a room to stay in, they could stay with us.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Darkest,
Right.
I offered that to him too. He was like, "Well, I'm gonna be arriving there like Wednesday or something like that." And I was like, "Oof. Well, we only have it
full
Friday
day
and
early.
Saturday."
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
we're only gonna
Darkest
have it
probably
Friday and
has like
Saturday.
all 4-day tickets, right?
Yeah.
He's got the 4-day pass. I figured.
Yeah, but he's also. I was like, you could stay with us like Friday if you wanted to. I don't care.
Yeah.
And he was
'Cause I
like, yeah, I would, but I'm leaving that Saturday as well because my family lives near Boston, so they're just gonna pick me up and I'm gonna go spend time with them. And I was
Hell
like,
yeah.
oh, okay.
So
I'll bring my pillow and my blanket. So
'Cause I tried to offer him to go out and go drinking and hanging out with us Saturday.
I'm
I was like, I bet you
also
would enjoy yourself.
it's
so
gonna be such a fun time.
so the game plan for Saturday.
For that more so than PAX.
Also, we need to vlog some of it.
Oh, I'm bringing a camera.
Him and I
Okay.
already talked about it.
Yeah,
He was like,
I'm-
he already
If
told me
I
he's
don't
like,
bring a
"Don't
camera,
vlog
I'm just gonna
photos."
use my phone.
If I have to, I will bring the camera that I use for photography. And we can
Yes,
work with that if I have to.
absolutely.
I mean,
Yeah,
it doesn't have a
that's
mic though. That's the only downside. It doesn't have a mic, but I can use that for any kind of photos that we want to get while we're there.
What kind of
Bring
camera
that
is
for
it?
photos, and
Yeah,
we can
definitely
upload
bring
those
those
to
photos.
socials. If I have to, I can record off my phone, but I have a camera that I can use, assuming it's charged. And I don't know. It's my ex-wife's camera that I found. Victoria, if you're watching this, I know you're not because you already expressed an interest in not watching my podcast. So there's that. But if you're watching this, I have your camera if you would like it back.
Savage.
It's going to Boston.
I don't know you. And I'm a
But
good
by the
friend of
time
yours,
this goes
so
up, you
I'm
have
gonna join
5
in.
days before your camera goes to Boston to let me know.
We should low key take the memory card and leave it in Boston. Be like, she's like, hey, do you know that camera was? I was like, yeah, I think I accidentally left it in Boston.
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm an asshole. I'm not a douchebag.
What's the difference, right? One of it's towards the cunt, towards the cunt, right? Oh, sorry. I didn't bleep that out like they did in the Harley Quinn show. Whenever she's a fucking.
True. Very true. No,
Thank God, right?
it's I just found it during the move and everything, and I was like, oh, I can take this to Boston.
Hell yeah, that's perfect, dude.
But I don't know how good the recording is on it. It's like a 15-year-old camera.
Probably
I mean,
720.
Probably if I have to, I can go to Best Buy and just buy a camera. Or honestly, I could just use my phone. I'm not opposed to using my phone to record a couple things in PAX.
I think I'd be more inclined to, instead of you buying a camera, you could buy a microphone for his camera.
I don't know if it could mount.
That and the
What kind of
microphones,
camera is it? Is it like a DSLR?
Let me see if I can find it real quick.
because the
Because if it's-
microphones for those cameras are expensive.
Well,
Like the-
yeah, but not as expensive. What kind of camera were you thinking about getting?
Like
Were you thinking-
$100 Sony.
Okay, so not like a DSLR. Or
Oh
anything.
God, no. Eventually, I'll get one. Eventually, I'll get a Nikon or something. Yeah, but no,
I used
God,
to have
no.
a Canon.
Yeah, either a
I really
Nikon or a
enjoyed that.
Canon, one that's able to record in 1080. Eventually, I'll get one, but no, I was thinking like $120 Sony camera, like one of the little tiny ones.
Yeah, never mind. I mean, it has a mount. Does it have a no? Because it has a flash there, so you can't mount.
I mean, it does have a sliding rack mount, but I don't know if it has the port that you would need.
It's probably just a USB
mini
port,
USB.
or yeah, mini USB port.
Oh nope. They have a mic plug power in on here. It's hidden. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But still, the microphone for those things is fucking. Is that a
Yeah.
HDMI?
Mini USB.
Yeah, it's a mini HDMI plug-in as well.
Oh,
hell yeah?
excuse me.
No,
As well as
you were
a
right.
mini
It's
USB.
you were right about the mini USB, but it's also got a mini HDMI.
I don't even know
on
if
it.
this thing still has any charge.
Okay. I'm
No,
not
it
stupid.
doesn't.
Yeah, I'm not stupid.
Yeah,
I ain't
the
that
thing is
stupid.
that
I ain't
it's
that dumb.
So just keep in mind, I can get some pretty decent pictures with this.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
those things are
for
nice.
sure.
Especially with my more expensive lens that I have.
My Pixel could take pretty decent photos, so I'll take that.
Yeah, I mean, at the
Yeah.
very
Is that
least,
like a-
I can just record off
you
that.
guys like my butt toy?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's a nice lens. You can take some fucking far off pictures of that
Yeah,
shit.
you can.
Oh yeah, dude. I use this for astrophotography. Whenever I want to get closer pictures of like the moon and shit, I use this one. If not, then I start using this little
Fucking
one to do landscape.
we see
Space is something
we
else.
see Tim the Tap Man from across the convention center. I'm like, take his picture, and he's just like,
Yeah, yeah. Dude, I'm just gonna see me
You
go,
get his
"Alright."
eyebrow, like.
just like, "Ooh, click.
I'm like, how far away is he? About a mile off. I got this.
Honestly,
Tag him in the picture. He's like, who the fuck?
honestly, I kind of hope I run into Soup.
And we should use an alias account.
Honestly, if we run into
that way
Soup,
if we
I'm
do that, he's like,
probably
"What the
gonna
fuck?
pack.
We-
I don't even dip, but if we run into Soup, I'm gonna walk up and be like, "Sup, you motherfucker."
I can't do. I can't. I want. Okay, I'm gonna learn how to
It's
do
like-
that before. PAX.
Sup, motherfucker.
He's gonna start packing.
My stepbrother can do it. Like you hold like this, and like you have to have your finger like loose as shit. For
Yeah,
some
you do.
reason. You just like.
Yeah,
It basically just has to be able to flick off of it.
yeah.
Yeah, but I can't. I mean, I just look stupid when I do it.
Nah.
Yeah.
Hey, Soup. I woke up. Excuse him. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry,
Hi,
that's
I'm
not the one.
Linkosaurus.
That's where he got this
But you
from.
can call me Rex.
Yeah.
Or you can call me Linkosaurus because I'll have that shirt on. And then shortly after we get back from PAX in what, April? Is it April that E3 is at?
Where is E3 at?
E3 is in
All I know
LA,
is that I'm not going
but
to E3.
I'm not going to E3.
E3 is like a joke now, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm only planning for PAX and TwitchCon.
Yeah, PAX and TwitchCon I'm planning for, but I was looking at like who is going to be at E3, and
Sony's not.
Sony for the second year in a row is not going to be at E3. But
Because
they
E3
also
doesn't mean anything anymore.
because E3 doesn't mean anything anymore, and they do their
Exactly.
own press conference like a week before anyway. So
I mean, everybody does. Nintendo does their own thing now. Like, so there's really like E3 used to be the only outlet. Now everybody's doing their own thing.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the people that are going to actually be at E3 are Bandai and Namco Entertainment.
Mhm.
So the guys that do like the Dragon Ball Z Fighters games and stuff like that are going to be
Mhm.
there. Bethesda is going to be there. So I'm excited to see what they're going to announce.
I'm not.
Microtransaction
Ridden shit. It'll look awesome, I'm sure, unless it's still in the creation engine, which it probably
unless they announce Elder Scrolls 6,
Hold up. The only thing that I
which
care
is
about
rumored
is-
for next year.
The only
I
thing
saw
that I care about is
2022.
that they announce a new fucking game engine. If they announce a new fucking game
If
engine,
they
I'll be
announce a new
excited.
game engine, I'll be excited about it. But
The
if
creation
not,
engine is
then
dated as
fuck
fuck.
Elder Scrolls 6.
yeah.
I mean,
Honestly, though, at this point, you can't release a new Elder Scrolls game without a new game engine.
I definitely think
They've had the same game engine since Oblivion.
I know.
I mean, yeah, it's like crazy. Oblivion and Fallout 4 on the same engine.
Yeah. And
That's-
Skyrim. Like,
Yeah.
but at this day and age, with the technology that we have going into the NVIDIA graphics cards and even the Radeon graphics cards, but
Hey,
with
man,
ray
I'm just saying,
tracing,
I would love to have an Elder Scrolls game that has ray tracing.
right there. I would kill to have it. Well, I wouldn't kill anybody, but
I would love to have those dynamic fucking lights.
yes,
that are so
absolutely,
fucking
fucking
polished and
lutely.
clean that it makes the game look so fucking amazing.
Yes.
I would
If
love
that's not
that,
a thing
but
in the next Elder Scrolls, I'm actually going to throw a fucking fit.
Oh, absolutely. At this
hope they
point,
don't
you
focus too
can't
much on that.
release a new game that doesn't, in some way, take advantage of ray tracing.
Because not only does it make your game look significantly better, it also lessens the load.
It does. It actually, and that's something that a lot of people don't realize is that ray tracing does, like, yes, it's an extra feature in the 20 series cards, but it doesn't cause any kind of bottlenecking issues or any kind of drop. Like, you're gonna get less frames, yes, but going from 160 FPS to 120 FPS with ray tracing is completely negligible. It's still going to look smooth as fuck, and it's going to be beautiful. Even if I drop down to 90 FPS, it's
as
still
long as it's above
faster.
60.
As long as I don't drop down to 60, yeah. But it's still fast enough for it to look smooth.
Mm-hmm.
There's still enough frames for it to look smooth through the entire playthrough. And the ray tracing is just going to be beautiful.
Like,
But
yeah,
at this day and age, between the 20 series cards that are already out, the 3000 series cards that are coming out in June or July,
I'm fucking hype as fuck for the.
you and me
3000
both.
series.
But you can't
Yeah, but it's gonna
release
be
a
money
game.
again.
You cannot. There's no way you can release a game right now that doesn't take full advantage of ray tracing, especially with the new cards coming out. If they release anything this winter or this fall that doesn't take full advantage of ray tracing, it's not going to perform as well as something that does. Because you're just all you're doing is developing games that are on, like we said, an outdated system. Ray tracing is the way that we're going now. So why would, like, if we're progressing and we're moving forward in that regard as far as video goes, why would you not take advantage of that?
Exactly.
Make your game look as beautiful as possible, because I'm sorry, as much as I love Morrowind and as much as I love Oblivion, I haven't played them, but I love, like, I've watched plenty of gameplay on them. And I would love to go back and play them, but I'm probably not going to, simply because, like, we're progressing in a way that, as far as video goes, we're progressing forward in a way that those older style graphics
Just
don't hold
compete.
up.
No one wants
They
them.
don't compete at all. And
Like, again,
there was a
big
game
difference
that
between
just came
older-style
out.
3D polygon sets
Yeah.
compared
Mario
to 16-bit.
64.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like 32-bit games. Those
Yeah.
still have their own niche. But
They
when you're
do.
looking at old, outdated polygon 3D world landscapes, they do not hold up to current days.
No, not at all.
And
Like,
that
don't
is
get
the
me wrong.
biggest issue.
I will go back and play the original Tomb Raiders.
Yeah.
Triangle titties and everything.
But is it for nostalgia's sake?
But it's for
mostly?
nostalgia's sake. It's not
it's not
for
because-
it's
yeah.
not because it's not for performance. By any definition of the word.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll go back and play Skyrim, yeah.
I'll jump in
Because
line with
Skyrim
the
at
Batman,
least
like,
updated
it's
version
fucking
that makes
has
it
an
look better.
updated version. But if you're not running at this point in time, if you're not running ray tracing, you're not performing at the highest level. And
There's
the
still a lot
only
of
way, what are you saying?
developers that aren't. There's still a lot of developers, if I get that word out, that aren't really using ray tracing though.
Yeah, which is a really big letdown.
It is, but you've also got to think that ray tracing just came out.
Yeah,
I also-
In
I think AMD
September.
once
development.
AMD
I have
gets
games in
involved, I think
development
that's
for
gonna
like the
change.
last couple of years. So implementing a whole new style also requires a fuck ton more development time.
Which is what pushed back Modern Warfare. The
Mhm.
campaign has ray tracing,
Mm-hmm. And it looks
Multiplayer
fucking
and it
beautiful.
looks phenomenal.
Like, especially that
I wish I could
fucking nighttime mission. Looks
Mhm.
so fucking good.
Where you were having to the Going Dark mission, where you had to clear everything out, looked
Bravo
beautiful.
6 going dark, dude.
Yep.
By
Did you
the
say
way, I
Rainbow
jumped into that
Six?
game.
Bravo 6.
It sounded like you said a Rainbow Six. I was like, different game there, buddy.
By the way, I am excited for the new zombie Rainbow Six
Mhm.
game.
Quarantine looks fucking amazing.
I didn't
Looks
see
so
anything
fucking
about
good.
that.
Oh
We should
yeah.
go look at the trailer.
Well, I haven't gotten down the entire list yet, so we're just at Bethesda right now. We're at number 2 on this list of people that are going to be there.
But fuck
Um,
Bethesda. At least right now. They're
For
fucking
right now,
motherfucking dumbasses.
until we get something that is
Todd Howard,
substantially
I loved
better.
you. I loved him. He was so great, and he's
Oh,
just
yeah.
fucking. He fucking found that money, and he just fucking wanted more and more.
Jeff Knightley is not going to be there. The guy that did the E3 Coliseum will
Mhm.
not be at E3 this year, which is interesting because that's something that, like, the E3 Coliseum is like what they go through to do the like the esports at E3.
Yep.
And he's not going to be there, so I don't even know if they're going to do the Coliseum this year.
I don't
But-
think they are.
But Capcom is going to be there, so expect something from them as far as an announcement for like a new Street Fighter title or something like that. Hori, Hori, Hora. I don't know how.
Hori?
Huh?
How was it spelled?
Hori.
Yeah, I'm guessing Hori or it's
Hori?
just Ori. in
Ori
the
or something like
HSR.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is, but they're going to be there. Microsoft will be there. Of course, Microsoft's going to be there. They're going to be announcing the Series X.
Yep, and it's literally a fucking rectangular box that is 3 feet tall.
The PS5 might have that actual V-shaped design, which I'm honestly hyped for. I fucking like that design a lot.
It actually looks pretty cool.
I love it.
But can we just talk about the fact that the Xbox Series X just looks like a Corsair 1 PC?
Yep, exactly.
It literally just looks like a fucking Corsair 1.
Like, it's funny to me. It's funny to me because PlayStation keeps on going like sleeker and like these nice, more fancier looks.
Yeah.
And then Xbox is getting more and more sloppy with theirs. And it's going
So
waxy.
much
it's like
more
a
sloppy.
computer now, but you can't open it and fuck with it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll just upgrade that bitch.
Yeah, exactly. I'll just upgrade this boy down here.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. PC Master Race. What?
I'm getting
I
the
haven't even been
PS5
part of the
exclusive,
PC Master
though.
Race for a year, and I'm repping that
Dude.
shit hard.
I am definitely buying a PS5 whenever it drops.
Fucking Last of Us Part 2,
Oh, yeah.
God of War 2.
But let's
Oh,
be honest.
yeah.
Last of Us Part 2 is coming out on PS4.
Yes.
It is,
then
but
it'll
it's
be
also
ported
getting
over to
dropped
PS5.
on PS5.
Yeah, it'll be ported over.
It will be-
Which has
will it be
already
like
been
a-
confirmed for this
upgraded
year,
when it goes
or
to the PS5?
what's up?
PS5 should be coming out at the end of this year.
End of this year.
Both
Yeah,
are coming
like-
out around November,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
They usually come around, or they usually come out around Christmas time.
Yeah.
So that way they can make a lot of money.
I bought my Xbox One around Christmas time.
Yeah.
When it came
I
out.
didn't. I
Yeah.
bought my PS4 whenever.
Oh no, my original
finished.
Xbox One was a day one edition.
Ooh.
My
Yeah, I
controller
bought my
actually
PS4 whenever I got to
said
tech school.
my controller, the original controller that I had before it broke, was it said what was it, October or November 2013? Whatever it was, it had the date stamped on it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like November.
So I think it was November 2013, yeah. But it had like NOV 2013 on it.
That's neat. Yeah, I've
Um,
had a few controllers break too. I don't know why, but they just break sometimes.
when you slam them against a wall, just
Yeah, it's like they're not durable. Like it's being
what the
thrown for
fuck,
weeks or
Microsoft?
something. Yeah.
If it can't withstand the impact of a wall, it's not worth it.
If I can't throw it at 70 miles an hour, what can I do?
Hold up, link. But that wasn't the impact of a wall. That was the impact of your desk.
Same thing.
My desk
And that
probably
was
would
like
have
9
snapped in half.
slams.
Your desk would have
Did
fucking
that.
shattered, dude.
The fucking
Your
press
my
your
desk
desk
would
would have
fucking
shattered
shattered.
like that bar glass did last night. Jesus Christ. We were at the bar last night and Brandon's
You were
glass got
impatient
fucking
anyways.
yeeted.
Fucking, she slapped it to another continent, dude.
She absolutely did. I'm sitting there eating wings and like I go to take a drink of my beer and I hear something shatter and I looked at mine like it did and I was like, it wasn't you, and I looked over and there's just glass everywhere and I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
I think she wanted. I think it was the struggle of her trying to get that hell thing I put in the back. of
Oh,
her
it
thumb.
absolutely was. Yeah. That was fucking great.
Very
Anyway,
nice.
In Dreams, I don't know who that is, but it sounds familiar. The letter N, Dreams.
I don't know.
I don't know. Nintendo's gonna be there. Expect something for the new Breath of the Wild game to be announced.
Yeah, which I'm fucking excited.
So excited for. Holy shit.
Seemed like the fucking like teaser trailer for it was so fucking exciting, dude.
I know, right?
It looks so fucking good.
It looks so great.
I beat the elephant guy, but I haven't done anything else.
What are you
Goron
doing?
City.
You're slacking.
It's just hard to go in Goron City because I don't have any fucking like heals for it, and I just like I ran up there and ran to a shrine so I could teleport up there later.
No. Go to the shrine right outside of Goron and talk to a couple of the people out there. And I think you might have to go to the stables right outside of Goron. And you'll talk to someone and they'll give you 3 heat
Oh, I've
resistant
talked to that
potions.
person.
Use the
I
heat
got
resistant
those and
potions
I
to get
ran
up
in
there.
as fast as I could, and then
Run
I
in
just bought
there
heat
and just
resistant armor.
buy the armor. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think I have enough rupees for that.
And save up your rupees and go buy the
Yeah.
armor. Yeah.
Trust me, you're gonna fucking need it.
You're gonna need it. But I'm also excited for Bayonetta 3. I hope it
I've
gets
never
announced
played
this
anything
year.
Dude, I think I played a Bayonetta game once whenever I was really young,
Mm-hmm.
and ever since then I haven't touched one.
Bayonetta 3 is shaping up to look like a decent game. Bayonetta 2 was kind of iffy, but Bayonetta 3 is shaping up to be very good. Also, a new Metroid game was teased.
Oh yeah.
So
What is this old game
expect
too?
something from Metroid. Expect a lot of things from Nintendo this year at E3. It's going to be interesting to see what they come up with and how they announce everything.
Unless they save a lot of it for Nintendo Direct. Or whatever their thing's called.
I mean, they could, but I honestly think they're just going to release everything on the Switch. Or are you talking about the Nintendo Direct conference?
Yeah, their conference.
That's before E3. So if they don't announce anything, at least I think it's before E3. So if they don't announce anything, then it'll be
at E3.
yeah. And actually, I think E3 is not going to be in April. I think it's going to be closer to June. Because and what made me think of that was the next company that's going to be there is Nvidia. The next one on this list is just in alphabetical order, but Nvidia is going to be there. So
Okay.
you know
You're going to hear something about the 3000.
that the 3000 series cards are getting announced.
Yeah, the 30 series.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 30 series cards, yeah.
That's
Which
still a good price
is
for
going to be
3000.
fucking amazing.
Yeah, all I care about is hearing about the price points.
The
But
price
AMD 's
points and the
really
performance.
I think AMD is going to make them really kind of think about their price. Because,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
even
like-
Well, no,
like the
they've-
600 XT, like, they're now starting to challenge those 2000 series.
Yeah, yeah.
They
like,
are.
Like with me, the biggest thing that I care about is hearing the price points. Because if it's around the same price point as my 2070 was, because I bought it like after like a couple months after the 20 series was announced and released. Like I bought mine for what, about $700 for a 2070 Strix card.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I really hope it's around that same price, because if it is, I will go out and buy one.
I
But
got
if they start
mine.
boosting
I
the
got mine
price
for
really hard-
500 because it was
Yeah.
on like some fat sale that was going on. It was like in the
Mhm.
middle of the summer, last June or July, whenever I built my PC, and it was $500 for an MSI 2070. I got a hell
I
of a
bought
deal on it,
mine.
and if it's in that same price point, but the performance level, they're talking about a 30% increase in performance
Mm.
with like a 15% decrease in bottlenecking for streaming
Mhm.
at like I don't want to say, I would say 60% of the cost as the card. So if that's the case, this card retails for $900. It'd be a $600 card to get a 30% increase in performance with less of a bottleneck strain on streams.
Yeah,
and
yeah, I'm
games
just
and
saying, if I
everything.
can get that card for around the same price as what I bought my current one, whenever I bought it, actually a year ago now. It's been
Yeah.
officially a year since I bought my card. If I can get it around the same price, then I will upgrade to the i9 9900K for my CPU then.
Right.
Yeah. I'm so happy with my processor.
I'm
Ryzen
super happy with
7
mine. I thought
Yeah,
about going with the
like-
9900K whenever I built my PC,
Mm-hmm.
but the price to performance difference wasn't there.
But it is a lot more performance than my current processor. Mine's an 8700K.
True, yours is an 8700K where mine's a 9700K.
Yeah.
But the 9900 is only one step above mine. It's like a 13% increase in performance, which is huge.
Which I am perfectly fine with the increase in performance that it gives me.
But everything that I do on my PC, like, yeah, there's some issues when I'm launching like heavier titles like the new Call of Duty and stuff like that, but Call of Duty is
Mhm.
still not optimized for PC.
Yeah, it's so poorly optimized, and
It's
it really
so
fucking
bad.
frustrates me, because I guarantee you the biggest part of their player base is PC.
It is.
I guarantee you it is.
That's why they did the cross platform, because like I'd bought Black Ops 4 a couple weeks ago and returned it immediately because I couldn't get into a game of Blackout because there's no player base on PC for Black Ops 4 anymore.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Call of Duty, just they leave for the next one every year.
Yeah.
The only older game that still has a player base, just saying, is Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
Black Ops 2, maybe Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 even is kind
Modern
of
Warfare 2 still has a player base, but
Dude,
it's
that game was so fucking
it
good.
was so fucking great.
God, I really want to play Modern Warfare 2 again.
But
I
the
have
simple
Modern Warfare 2.
fact that they saw that like within a month of the game's launch, Shroud and Dr. Disrespect and everybody trying to load into a game of Blackout on PC was taking forever, and they were playing against the same people every time because the servers weren't there, the player base wasn't there for PC, so they optimized everything to run cross-platform. And then like all the issues that came with that, with the aim assist on console, and like having
no bullet drop on console.
No bullet drop on console, yeah.
Console gets such a huge advantage.
The console has such a massive advantage, but at the same time, so do we.
Yeah, because we could do flicks a lot easier than
We
they
can do flicks a hell of a lot easier. As we hold up the same mouse.
I would say recoil control, but their aim assist gives them a lot of recoil
Their
control.
aim assist gives them a significant amount of recoil control, but I can get mine down to the pixel. I can get that reticle down to, like, what happened to your camera?
Yeah, I was wondering why you turned really yellow.
What the fuck happened to me?
That's a vampire, man. I told you he's a fucking vampire. He was trying to hang upside down earlier. He's literally Nosferatu, bro.
He really is. Is that what that bite mark is?
Oh, whoa.
Oh, no, God, no.
No. What?
Quit going to
Why
the.
are you messing with exposures?
Quit going to the preset shit and just go to your fucking white balance.
It's an auto.
What just happened?
I don't know.
Did the lighting in the room just take too much, like, just take over too much, like, coloring?
Probably. I don't know.
All right, anyways, I'm going to AFK for like 2 minutes.
Okay. What were we talking about again?
I have no idea.
With that whole, with the whole, camera thing happening, it threw me off.
I'm gonna try this.
Yeah, that didn't help. Oh, that. I was like, just turning off the lights isn't going to do anything, Brandon.
Now it's better. Now it's not yellow.
As he comes back with his hand down his crotch.
Hey, man, if you got an itch, you got an itch.
What the fuck were we talking about?
I don't know.
NVIDIA.
NVIDIA
Oh, that's what I was gonna say, and I've got to wait for him to come back because it was. You already know what I'm doing with my 2070 once I upgrade to the 30 series cards.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you also upgrade to the 30 series card, in which case
sell that shit and get like your mouse, your fucking like fancy ass mouse pad and something.
Well, I mean, honestly, if I sell my graphics card, I could just upgrade straight to the 9900K, and then I could sell that the 9900K i9, and then this i7 9700K I could also sell and make some money back.
Sounds like a plan.
Those are definitely dogs. For a second there, I thought they were sloths on his pants.
Sloth pants.
All right.
Are those dogs on your pants?
Yes.
Some of them were
Dogs.
upside down. And they looked like sloths hanging from the trees.
No, they're all dogs.
So what we were talking about while you were gone is what I was going to mention a minute ago before his lighting got all fucked up. But if and when the 30 series cards come out, if the price point is where I want it to be at, I'm going to upgrade to a 30 series card, and if Brandon doesn't want to upgrade to a 30 series card, I'm going to sell him my 2070.
If I can't.
If you can't.
Because I want to.
Because you will want to, but if you can't. But if he can afford to upgrade to the 30 series cards and we're all running 30 series, I'll sell my 20 series card, use that money to upgrade to the i9 9900K, and then I'll sell my 9700K after that and make some money back off it.
Yeah. So my biggest thing is that if they come out with a 30 series card that's around the price point that I want, I'll go out and buy one, upgrade to 9900K,
Mm-hmm.
and then also upgrade my RAM because my RAM is still lacking.
Oh, you're still at 16 gigs, aren't you?
That's not even the biggest issue for me. My issue is the speed of it because it's clocked at 2400.
Yeah. To be able to game and stream optimally, you want to be running around 28 to 3K.
Mm-hmm.
I have 28.
3200 is ideal, but the difference between 3000 megahertz and 3200 megahertz doesn't make that much of a difference on your as far as performance goes for RAM.
You just download more. I mean, it's no problem.
All right, are we kicking them yet?
I mean, I'm thinking about it.
It was nice to be on the podcast. Me and my yellow ass are going out.
Later, boys.
I'm gonna GTFO.
Yeah, don't you know that you just download more RAM?
Jesus
So you can type in a command into your command prompt to unlock the other 4 gigs.
Yeah.
www.downloadram.com.
And by the way, this is all a joke. If anyone is underage watching this,
Yeah, you cannot download RAM. It's not a thing. It's a physical
not.
piece of equipment that's inside your PC. Jesus fucking kick him. Just get rid of him.
Link, please cut that part out.
I'm going to.
Just make it a really rough cut, and then just like the description right there. Like after you make the rough cut, just say Brandon said something really fucking stupid.
I'm just gonna bleep out what he said. Honestly, I'm just gonna replace it with just one of these.
yeah, but you should also put subtitles on there to like fake what he says to fuck with him.
Right.
Wait.
just underneath it.
What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say? I don't want it to be something weird.
You'll see it in the video, sir.
Yeah, exactly.
How many of these podcasts have you watched, Brandon?
I haven't watched any podcasts.
I have literally watched every episode, Link.
You've been in every episode.
Yeah, I still watch them.
So do
enjoy
I.
the content.
Yeah, man.
Brandon, you're disappointing me right now.
You're disappointing both of us right now. And it's funny because on my screen, we're on the right and left, and he's in the middle, so he's disappointing the people that are surrounding him.
Nothing's changed.
We're both looking at him in the same direction. If I look over here, am I looking at him?
Yep.
You both are right now.
So aside from Nvidia, we're still only halfway through this list. Oculus is going to be there, so I'm excited to see what they're doing with the Rift and what games they're announcing and everything. I'm excited, but I'm not really that excited because by the time E3 hits, I'm probably going to own a we're probably going to have a Valve Index anyway.
We'll go fucking halvesies on that bitch.
Give me
Absolutely.
that full dive technology.
That full dive. I want like full Sword Art Online, like headset goes on, laying in your bed,
all right. You
full
ready for
dive.
controversial shit? Don't bring up shitty anime.
How do I kick my co-host from
I own the group.
Oh yeah, you do own the group. Fuck.
I'm not the biggest fan of anime, anyways.
Okay. Goodbye, Brandon. It was nice having you, bud.
I mean, I have nothing against it, but
There's definitely some really good ones that I think you'd enjoy.
oh, I'm
This is
sure.
Sega?
off topic. Anyways, back on topic.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
talk about this next podcast.
Yeah, we can talk anime next podcast.
There we go.
Sega is gonna be there. So Sega.
Dude, have they even had like a relevant game in like the last like decade?
No, but let's
Have you
talk
had
about
any
something
games
real
in the last
quick.
decade?
Because this is something Brandon brought up before the podcast, and I wanted to save it for this, specifically when we came to Sega being at E3. One, we all saw both trailers for Sonic the Hedgehog.
The movie or the game?
The
Is there a
game. I mean, the movie.
Because I was say, because if Sega's there, then there's probably a game that's being announced with Sonic.
Absolutely,
That's what I was thinking.
there most likely is, but
But the newer trailer looks so much better.
the newer trailer looks a lot better.
But it still doesn't look like a good movie.
Yeah. But you got to look at it like this. They took so much flack from the community that they actually sat down and redid the fucking movie. You have to go see it after that.
And
you have to go see it. You have to go pay your respects for that because at least they were willing to listen to their community base.
Okay. I mean, it has broken box office records. I just read an article.
Yeah, I'm on their Twitter right now, and it's broken box office records. But something that the developers said about the movie was here. I'm trying to find the actual tweet. Here, let me go here and see if it's because there was an actual tweet that they sent out that the developers of the movie sent out. And it basically said something like, you all gave us so much flack for the, you all gave the developers so much flack for the Sonic the Hedgehog movie that, and I'm looking off screen because I'm scrolling Twitter right now. It was like, you all gave us so much flack for the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. You all, put a lot of people in a bind and made them work a lot harder to revise this movie. I really hope to see you all at the box office so that you show your support and this wasn't a giant waste of time. I understand that from a developer to fan base like standpoint. But at the same time, don't send that kind of bullshit out because the developers are the ones that fucked it up to begin with. We gave them shit because they fucked it up.
Let's kind of swap that around a little bit. The people that wanted the movie like that in the first place fucked it up.
You're right. It wasn't the developers.
Like the designers did not. They just followed
orders. But don't put that shit on the fans because we saw your trailer and critiqued it.
Shit.
And it looked like complete shit. If you're gonna make,
was completely off. It looked way too human. They gave him short, tiny ass, beady ass eyes that were fucking
Valley at its finest.
You want Sonic the Hedgehog to look like Sonic the fucking Hedgehog. You want him to be as colorful
if you are
green
going to make a movie an IRL movie based on a video game, make that shit look like the fucking video game. That's one of the problems I had with the new Lion King. Don't get me wrong, it was an amazing movie. I fucking loved it. I cried 3 times. Shut the fuck up. I didn't cry, you cried.
I really did enjoy it. I saw it in theaters.
It was a great movie.
It's on Disney.
But they focused so much
on trying to make it look
too realistic that the fan-based promotional CGI that they did that looked better than the actual CGI in the movie. Like, it could have been done so much better. You can do an IRL version of the animated classics and have it look like the animated classics in a way that it actually works.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're going to make a IRL movie based on a video game, it needs to look like that video game.
Correction, not IRL movie. Full CG realistic.
Full CG, yeah. So with Sonic being CG, yeah, because the IRL stuff you can't fake that. It's Jim Carrey looking as Dr. Robotnik looks fucking incredible, and I'm absolutely gonna go see this on Tuesday probably.
Yeah, I'm so excited for it because it has Jim Carrey.
Absolutely, I love Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey is so amazing.
You can update it, but don't compromise what it is.
Don't compromise the integrity
of
Sonic.
Cool as you want it to look.
Right.
Because then you get like Sonic and it looked horrible and nobody wanted it.
And then you have a fan base that literally berates you on social media to the point that you're forced to waste millions of more dollars to completely redo the entire fucking movie. But at the same time, yeah. So, yeah, we did that. The fan base did that. The internet did that. But don't come at us sideways because you fucked it up. We just want a movie that is going to pay homage to the original, but upgraded and looks better.
Again, this is all based around the people that actually wrote it to look like that.
True,
Those people
but
can go fuck themselves.
yeah,
Not the people who made it.
Not- yeah.
Not the people that were paid to make it because they just paid to their, or they made it to their description.
right.
And I
You're
appreciate
right
that
about
they
that.
made
I
it
misspoke earlier when I blamed the developers themselves. Let's be honest, it was probably just the fucking shareholders that have never played a fucking Sonic game in their entire fucking lives.
I think that's the problem with games too.
But the producers and the directors and I don't even know who would be to blame for that, but whoever is to blame for the debacle that was about to be the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, don't come at the player base and the viewer base and the fan base sideways because you made a shitty decision.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted a movie that looked like fucking Sonic, not the fucking abomination that it turned out to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we wanted to be a Sonic movie, not this beady-eyed fucking like murderer.
Exactly. And can we just talk about if the next thing that they make isn't a Ugandan Knuckles movie, I'm going to be highly upset.
Yeah, I hate that. So whenever that meme first came out, it was on VR chat, right?
Yeah, it was
And
on
that
VR
the
chat.
time that I had my Oculus Rift, and I was fucking around a lot in VR chat because I was making models and making money out of it.
Yeah.
And I got really fucking irritated whenever I saw the Ugandan Knuckles shit because it was just everyone just screaming into their fucking mics going
Yeah.
for literally fucking hours.
Yeah.
And it just irritated the shit out of me because I'm like literally talking to people discussing fucking deals on their avatars that they want so I can make money out of them.
Yeah.
And then all you hear is, do you know the way? Like,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
Like, shut
It
the
was
fuck
such a
up.
You don't know it.
like literally, it was such a shitty fucking meme that I was literally reporting every single one of them just to try to get them fucking banned.
Right.
I was getting so irritated.
I had a guy at the old Longhorn that I worked at that was in the kitchen that when that meme came out, it was like a month into that meme being out, and he finally caught wind of it, and he was like, huh, do you know the way? I was like, what the fuck are you
Yes, I
talking
know
about?
the way.
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? He was like, oh, have you not seen that? This is a guy that claims to be a gamer but only plays fucking
Major League
no,
games?
not MLB, but 2K Sports and fucking Call of Duty and shit.
Sports gamers. Okay, well, I'll call it.
They're not real
Sports are
gamers.
very
They're not
I
real
don't think
gamers,
they're real people, honestly.
right?
They're all just robots.
They're all just
Yeah,
robots.
honestly.
2K doesn't actually have a player base. It's just a bunch of
Hold
bots
up,
playing
the
against
only
each
player
other.
base that I accept are the NBA 2Ks.
Yeah.
Because those are real gamers. I consider those real gamers because
Right.
they don't just play only NBA.
Right.
They play multiple other games, but the way
Yeah.
that they do controls for NBA are so much fun. Those have
Yeah.
been the only sports games that I've ever enjoyed. Like
Right.
whenever you had to flick your like your right analog stick a certain direction to do some kind of dribble or some shit or some kind of shot, I fuck
Right.
with that.
Yeah.
I fuck with that real hard.
But this was a guy that was like, oh, do you know the way? And I was like, dude, that meme's like a month and a half old. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I could literally took like a month for that meme to die.
Yeah. And like then
Yeah,
everybody
yeah,
was
it's
coming
stupid.
out with it and everything, and I'm like, being in a society that is ran by the internet, like I get it. I'm a product of the internet. I'm on the internet all the time, so
Which-
I'm going to see everything as it happens, at
Which, fun
least a
fact.
couple days late.
Fun fact about that meme: the person that created the avatar for that meme, I knew the dude.
Really?
Because me and him used to always talk about avatars and what we wanted to create for ourselves. So we would always talk to one another, and he created one day, and then he came to me like a day later after he made it, and he was like, "Dude, I think I fucked up." I was like,
Yeah.
"How's that?" He was like, "I released his avatar to like a local world that anyone could just pick it up, man." And the first person that did it really fucked it up.
And then it spread like a wildfire within 3 days.
Honestly, it was
memes
fucking
do.
horrible.
And then it dies just as quick.
Square Enix. Getting back on topic, Square Enix is also going to be at E3.
Watch Dogs Legion. That's Squeenix. No,
That's Ubisoft,
Yeah.
who is also on this list. You don't blame the pot for your stupidity.
Put that shit back.
It just like creeps off the fucking screen. So quit it, Brandon. So we'll rope you back into this podcast. Square Enix, you know they're going to be announcing the remake and a release date for the remake of FF7.
No,
They
it's
have
already
to be.
coming out in April.
Is it coming out before Square Enix? Spicy said.
Yeah. Square Enix already pushed back the initial release date of March 6th to like April 11th.
Okay. So it's going to be coming
But-
out beforehand.
Yeah.
So
it
they're-
should already be out.
So they're probably then. What are they going to announce?
I don't know.
What do y'all think they're going to announce? Because that's the big thing.
Square Enix.
I mean, other than the like remastered full 4K HD version of Final Fantasy 15.
I mean, they could still announce. Final Fantasy 7 because they're releasing it in parts.
True, they are releasing it in parts.
So they could still announce like the next part of like Final Fantasy 7's
Also,
remake.
Also, even if they
Which
release
irritates me, by
it,
the way.
they could still announce that Final Fantasy 7 remake is going to be going on next generation consoles.
Yeah, but again, it still frustrates me that they're releasing it in parts whenever they literally took a 4-year fucking like extension.
Yeah.
to
In the
release
development of
fucking
it.
game.
Yeah.
And then even pushed it back again.
Yeah. But again, this goes back to the same argument that we always have, that I would much rather have them push back a game and have a polished game than
The thing
have
that
this
bothers me-
shit come out and just be complete garbage.
The thing that bothers me is the biggest thing. Then they initially announced it to have more combat like Final Fantasy 15, which
Which is what I
perfectly fine
want.
with. I was like, oh fuck yeah, open world. just fucking
Absolutely.
free
Open
fighting
world
combat,
Final
fuck
Fantasy
yes.
7, I fuck with that all day
Yeah.
long.
And then they're like, oh wait, 2 years down the line, they're just like, oh wait, we're gonna make it turn based and said, sorry guys.
The
And-
only
and then-
problem I had with
and-
Final
and
Fantasy 7 was that it
now
was
it's
turn-based
rumored
combat.
That they might do both, but I'm like, how in the fuck does that work doing both? Like,
don't
what are you
know.
gonna do? Like Kingdom Hearts 3 kind of shit?
You either have hack and slash or you have turn-based equals trash, right, Spice? You either have hack and slash.
Turn based. I enjoy turn based games,
Right.
but I was really hoping they were going to stick to their initial fucking release that they brought up, that it was going to be open world.
Open
combat,
world,
like Final
yeah.
Fantasy 15, and now they're just fucking it up, and
Yeah.
it's been pissing me off so bad because I've been so excited for this game since 2016.
Right. Here it is 4 fucking years later, finally coming out, and we might not even get the game that we want now.
Yep. Like don't get me wrong, I'm cool with having updated graphics and playing the game.
Yeah,
like it's
I'm
turn-based,
cool with playing the game all over again,
but
not
it
on the
still
PS2.
Fucking irritates me.
But
It
it's still
fucking
irritating for them
irritates me.
to come back and be like, no, sorry, we're not going to do that. We're going to do this instead. And we're like, what the fuck was all that fucking boasting about you making it open world? And like, you hyped up this fucking game. You hyped up the remake of Final Fantasy VII, and now you're just like, oh no, fuck you guys. We're going to do what we want instead.
No,
We're
get me out
not
on this.
we're not going to do anything for the player base. We're not going to do what we know our player base wants.
Mhm.
We're going to make it like the original and just update the graphics.
Shareholders might have demanded it though, because like we were talking about with Sonic, they're demanding certain ways. I mean, Take-Two does kind of that kind of stuff with some Rockstar things, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Which
if
brings us to the next person that's on the list is
Hold up,
Take-Two.
hold up, real quick
other
before we get
parent
to the next one.
companies.
There is one other game that I will accept a remake for, and it is Legend of Dragoon that came out on PlayStation 1. I don't know if you guys ever played it, but it was
I
one of
did.
the first ever games to have quick time events.
Yeah.
And it was
I
such an
remember it.
amazing game. I would love to have a remake of that game any day of the fucking week.
Also, didn't Square Enix make Shadow of the Colossus?
Or was that just Hideo Kojima? I don't remember.
No,
sure, I don't
Hideo
think-
wasn't with Square Enix. Hideo was with
Yeah,
Konami.
yeah, but he might have been the one.
Hold on,
Let me search it up. Who was the creator? That's a Sony game.
It is a Sony game. You're right. So it very well could have been Hideo that worked on it
Mm-hmm.
because he was yeah.
Let's see, we had Fumito Ueda, Junichi Hosono.
Yep.
Masashi Kudo, and Takashi Izutani
Yeah.
as the writers.
I think Takashi is the one that you're thinking of though, or it might
Yeah,
be
maybe.
Masashi Kudo
Yeah.
because he was a pretty influential. It was a pretty influential developer or
Mhm.
writer back then. But
Yeah.
Take-Two is also going to be there. Brandon mentioned Take-Two a minute ago. They're also going to be at E3.
Yeah.
What did Take-Two do? Were they the ones that were the Batman Arkham series?
No, Take-Two is Rockstar's parent company.
Yeah, but what games do they make? Oh,
Are
they
you
made
thinking
games like Civ
Rocksteady?
6. They worked with Grand Theft Auto 4. They
Gotcha.
worked on LA Noir.
LA Noir. Okay,
They
so
worked on
we could be
Ancestors,
Yeah, LA
the
Noir,
Humankind
Bully.
Odyssey. They
so
did
we
work on that.
could be seeing we could finally be seeing an announcement. Well, with Rockstar not being
Also,
there, I doubt that
They
it's going to
are-
be anything
they are
GTA related.
subsidiaries of Rockstar, 2K, and Private Division,
So they're a subsidiary of Rockstar.
and 2K and Private Division.
So with Rockstar not being at E3, we're not gonna like it.
We're not seeing GTA.
We're not
Yeah,
seeing
yeah, we're
GTA.
not gonna
That's
see
all there is to
GTA.
it. We're not gonna
Yep.
see GTA.
Yeah,
Which I'm
there's
cool
no
with.
way.
I mean, I kind of
I'm
am
cool with
too.
GTA 5 is a cash cow then until it stops
Yeah.
making money, which it
Yeah.
won't.
Which it
Yeah.
won't. Yeah. They're just gonna
Yeah.
keep releasing updates for it and new events and stuff.
Which there was a tweet a long time ago from a developer that was trying to quit Rockstar and go to a different company. He did, or there was a leak anyways. I don't think it was a tweet that he was currently working on the driving mechanics for GTA 6.
Well, I saw that, but you also saw that the lead for the VP for Rockstar, one of the
Mhm.
original founders, left.
Yeah, yeah, we brought that up on last podcast.
I think we
think.
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Ubisoft is going to be there at E3 this year. So that brings us to what we were talking about earlier,
With my
Um, which you
I
already
promise I
know.
should be
You already know what they're going to announce. They're going to announce they're going to announce Quarantine first of all.
Which I'm
They're
excited for.
probably going to start with Quarantine.
Yeah, because it has a pretty soon release date, if I'm not
Mhm.
mistaken.
Yep, it's later this year.
Yep.
They're going to announce Watch Dogs Legions as an official announcement and release date. Gods and Monsters is going to get
Which I'm
announced, which
excited for.
I'm
That game looks
super
amazing.
stoked for. It
The
looks like a
art style that they
cross
did for that game
between
was amazing.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Breath of the Wild, and
Mhm.
I'm so for that.
Yeah, it looks
Can't wait
amazing.
for
I
Gods and
am so
Monsters.
down
I
to play
know,
the game.
right, Spice?
Odyssey is just so much. It's just
I'm gonna get into it once I finish. Get 100% on Black Flag. Yeah.
Again, the biggest thing that I hate about Odyssey is its fucking XP grind. It's
Yep.
fucking horrible.
Yep.
But I am
The
excited
XP
for the new Assassin's Creed, and they better make that shit fucking co-op. That would be so.
And
fucking
honestly,
amazing.
That was my next one. Was going to be Far Cry 6 getting announced, because the next two that we're going to talk about, Far Cry 6 and Assassin's Creed Ragnarok, are both slated for early next year. So E3 this year is where they're going to announce those. They
Yeah.
have to. Otherwise, the announcement's just going to fall to the wayside of the holiday season.
mhm.
There's not going to be any other press conferences unless Ubisoft just announces it and releases it like in January and February, and then releases it in March or
Yeah,
May or
exactly.
whatever. But like E3 is their only opportunity this year to announce it before it launches next year.
Yeah.
So yes, absolutely, I want a full co-op Assassin's Creed Ragnarok game.
If they
But
did that, I guarantee
but-
that would become their bestseller.
but I want, and I'm honestly, if it's co-op, I have two opinions on how this could go. One, if it's co-op, I'm okay with it being a looter slasher, in the sense that Origins and Odyssey were.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's not co-op, take me back to Black Flag. Where, yes, you have options.
Story-driven one.
A fully story-driven Assassin's Creed where you have options for like different weapons, where like you can use in Black Flag, you can use like a pirate's cutlass versus like a French rapier.
Mhm.
And like one of them's fast, like the rapier's faster but does less damage, and the parry is less on the rapier, but it's so much faster it doesn't really matter.
Yep.
But you have different options for different pistols, different swords, like everything that you have options for like range on the pistols versus power versus reload speed and all that stuff. But it's still story driven. as where, and like you're not picking up a new weapon every time you kill somebody, and like checking its stats against what you already have to be able to see if it's gonna work right, or to be able to see if like the poison that's on this new weapon, the poison effect beats out the fire effect from the other one, like they did in Origins.
Yeah.
If it's story driven, I want it to be like some of the older Assassin's Creeds where they focus more on the story and the secrets than anything. If it's co-op, make it a looter slasher.
Yep.
That's the two things I want. Spicy said, how would they even do that, though? Assassin's Creed doesn't seem like the co-op style very well.
I mean, do you not remember Syndicate?
Unity and Syndicate were.
Mm-hmm.
You could play full...
quote-unquote co-op for Syndicate.
Co-op,
two separate characters.
Yeah. Unity was like
hard.
But
Unity had a 4-person co-op missions.
And the worst launch I've ever seen.
The worst launch ever. Honestly, it was probably... What was it?
Battlefield 4.
Oh yeah, Battlefield 4's launch wasn't that great. Which is interesting that we're not seeing EA at E3, which means the announcement and the launch for the new VR only Medal of Honor is getting pushed to the side because it's not going to be a huge title. It's not a new Battlefield.
They're not going to do it as E3.
Or they're not going to do it as E3.
Their own like solo announcement.
Like we were talking about with Sony doing their own announcements and everything.
Yeah, but Sony's such a big company that I don't understand why they don't just host their own convention, especially with all these exclusives that they have complete and utter control over.
Never played either of those. Thank God. Get those EA bastards out of there, right?
Yeah, EA is greedy.
Is a cash grab, and everyone fucking
hates it. It's just a cash grab. And we hate
fucking Anthem had such a beautiful fucking idea, and they fucked it up completely, and I was so fucking pissed.
What was it?
Anthem.
Oh yeah, it's such a great fucking. It could have been the Destiny killer.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out the Destiny killer was Bungie.
Yep.
Unpopular opinion, I don't care. I wasted 5 years of my life on that fucking game instead of going pro in Call of Duty, so fuck anybody that says anything otherwise. Because when Destiny was coming out, I could have very easily at least played in the Call of Duty League as a semi-pro, and it could have taken off from there. It was 5 years ago when I was 23. Almost 6 years ago. This will be 6 years now.
Dude, I've been playing Call of Duty since I was like 11, 12?
I mean, yeah, so have I, but I wasn't as into it until right before Destiny came out. And then I wasted all that time in Destiny, and I was supposed to say, can't wait for the next FIFA.
Are you fucking with us, bud?
I really don't know, because he used like the alternating caps lock text, so I think he might be fucking with us.
All right, but anyways, I'm just saying the only time that I consider myself exceptionally good at Call of Duty was during Modern Warfare 2
and Black Ops 2.
Black Ops 1.
Oh, Black Ops 1. Okay.
I was insanely good during those two time periods.
Yep. But what I'm saying is I actually had the skills, and I was practicing with a group, like a very, I wouldn't say influential clan back then, as far as like the Call of Duty clan base goes. Yeah, I'm fucking with you. Those games are trash. They release the same thing every year. They do with a couple little tweaks. That's sports games in general. That's why a month after they cut. That's why a month after they come out, they go from $60 down to like $15.
Yeah.
But I was playing with a clan back in the day that actually eventually ended up turning into Legion Esports.
Mm-hmm.
So if I wouldn't have wasted my time with Destiny in vanilla for those 3 years, and then Destiny 2, I could have very easily been part of Legion Esports because I was with them every single weekend practicing and helping them with their scrims and everything so that they could go to competitions and compete. And like every time they would ask me, hey, do you want to be our backup? I was like, no, I think I'm going to do the raid this week. And eventually they just stopped asking me, and I eventually just left the clan.
Mm-hmm.
But I could have very easily played for Legion Esports, and here I am fucking 5 years later disappointed in Bungie and not a fucking pro esports athlete.
Like whenever Destiny 1 first came out, I was super excited because I was like, fuck yes, Bungie's finally making a game again.
Right.
This game is going to be fucking amazing. And I loved D1.
Yeah.
Absolutely fucking loved D1.
I love
To
D1.
me, D2 is absolutely fucking horrible. And
Trash. Complete fucking trash.
And I've gave it so many chances to get better, and it just has not.
And it just hasn't gotten any better.
Worse.
And we spent 5 years blaming the problems that we had with Destiny on Activision.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't an Activision problem. If it was an Activision problem, then when they dropped Activision at the end of last year, the problem would have been fixed with the update when it went cross-save and free-to-play.
Yeah, exactly.
But the fact of the matter is, it didn't get any better. There was no complete overhaul of the game. There was no complete overhaul of the looting, the anything like that. And they kept releasing the same game. And it clearly was not an Activision problem.
It's just that they are just running out of content ideas.
Yeah.
So they're just like, we're just going to do the same shit.
And their
just with a different
10-year
skin.
plan is just going to be the same shit for the next 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
They just need to move
honestly
on.
disappointing. They just need to move on to something else.
Like, Bungie is exceptionally good at first-person shooters.
Oh,
Make a new IP.
something that I forgot to mention with Microsoft when we were talking about the Series X coming out is the new Halo coming out.
Yes. Halo Infinite.
Halo Infinite, I am stoked for.
Yes.
It'll be on PC.
There was,
so
what was the
Oh,
last
yeah, it will
Halo
be.
that came out on Xbox One? Halo 5? Something like
5.
that? Guardian?
Guardians, yeah.
Yeah.
Halo 5 Guardians.
Yeah.
And then
that
the
game,
Master Chief
I'm
Collection.
so upset that I
but-
never played it because their
Oh, it
fucking
was
PvP
so
thing that
great.
they
Oh
had-
my god,
yeah.
it was good.
Yeah, the PvP thing that they had where it was like 24v24 or whatever on
Mhm.
that island.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so upset that I never played it because I really wanted to play that fucking
It
game
was
mode. I
so
just did
that
not own an
fucking
Xbox
game
One.
was so much fun.
That's why I'm excited for Halo Infinite.
Mm-hmm. Because it's gonna
they
be
are
on
starting to
PC.
release their fucking Xbox games onto PC.
They're all having PC ports.
So now I no longer have the reason to buy an Xbox.
Yeah,
Me
just
either.
Hopefully the controls don't feel as shitty as they did whenever they released fucking Halo Reach to PC because those controls are absolute dog shit.
Yeah, but that was a full that was just a port to Xbox.
Yeah.
That wasn't a full like that wasn't a full
Port to PC.
development into PC. Yeah, port to PC. But it wasn't like a full development into the game itself.
But the worst part is that it's not even a complete port because they got rid of so many other features that game had. All they kept was the multiplayer. They did not bring in Forge mode, the campaign mode, or anything.
Right.
Well, they brought in the campaign, but it was
And
really
the
shit
Forge is where I
direction.
fucking
Yes,
excelled.
The Forge mode is where I fucking loved about Halo
Yep.
Reach. It was so fucking good. And also they got rid of the fucking leveling system.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking hate that. I fucking hate that with a passion. They should have kept the fucking leveling system because now no one really has anything to grind for. They're just like, oh, I can make my fucking ODST boy look cooler. But that's it.
Right. Which, can we talk about the fact that ODST was the greatest Halo that was ever made after the original series?
I can't agree with that.
Really?
I never liked ODST.
I
never
fucking
played too much.
loved
I
ODST.
played on Halo games a little bit, but I never like played them.
ODST was my favorite, dude.
My favorite Halo game was Halo 2. Whenever you could fucking dual wield SMGs, I fucking loved it.
That was a lot of fun, but I'm talking
And
not
their
Master
campaign
Chief
was
related.
amazing. Yeah, but I love their campaign for Halo 2.
The Halo
Easily,
2
it is my
campaign was
favorite-
incredible.
It is my favorite.
But
favorite Halo game.
something in the back of my mind when I think, like, I'm thinking about playing, like, I'm having like fucking recalls of playing ODST, and I'm like, oh, it's such a fucking great game. I want to go back and play it again, but I don't want to buy a fucking Xbox again. But like, ODST was just, I don't know, something about the way graphically the way it felt was incredible. Because it was like now it would be complete crap. But graphically the way it felt and the performance of the game was just phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
And the last person that's on our list for E3 this year is Warner Brothers Interactive.
What games have Warner Brother released outside of
Batman.
Batman.
Is it only Batman?
Pretty much.
Yeah, basically.
I know they're going to release a new Batman. I know that There's been leaks about it.
There's been leaks about it. He's playing through Asylum and all the others. Not there's what 3 of them right now, or 4?
There's 5, I think.
Not including the Telltale ones.
4. There's
4.
Asylum, City, Origins, Night.
No, is Arkham Asylum, Arkham Knight,
City.
Arkham Origins, Arkham City, and that's it.
See, I could never get into the Batman games.
I love them. They're so.
Spider-Man game on the PS4. I love it for this. It's pretty much the same combat.
Yeah, it's the same combat system and
with some verticality to the actual combat itself.
Yeah, and actually, Brandon and I, here in a couple of weeks, once we get the TV mounted in the living room, are going to be hooking the PlayStation up in the living room.
Did you guys make a streaming PC for it? Do an Elgato capture card?
I'm going to move my PC into the living room and cap it. It's not going to take much to be able to move it into the living room.
Yeah, but you can just build a cheap one as well. You can build one for like $500 that can handle it.
I could, or I could use the one that I already have and spend that $500 on a Valve Index.
But hear me out on here. You can keep your PC in this room so that we could always do your own separate streams and always stream the games on your computer from your room where it's comfortable and everything. And then you just build a cheap $500 PC and you just use that as a capture PC for streaming.
Or I could not waste $500 that I don't have to spend on another PC, and I could just kind of is.
Venture.
No,
write it off.
It's a business venture.
Okay, if I'm gonna build another PC for streaming, I'm not gonna stop at $500. I'm gonna make sure that has a substantial. Got to get an index, bro. We need to play some VR shit. I know, right? Like, I'm gonna build something that has a substantial tax write-off, not some $500 PC. I get that would be able to handle it, but I also, 1, don't need another PC for streaming now that I've fixed the bottlenecking issues. 2, don't need to waste another however much money I'm going to waste on that when I have E3 to pay for, or I have TwitchCon to pay for. I've got my fucking graphics to pay for upgrading my stream, or like upgrading the graphics and emotes and everything for my stream. We're going to get a Valve Index. At some point, we're going to get a PlayStation 5. Like, there's a lot of other shit that I could spend that $500, $600, $700, $800, $1,000 on that I don't need to build another PC for. When I can literally unplug a couple of cables from this one, walk it 15 feet to the living room, set it down next to the fucking TV, or even just set it down on the fucking coffee table and just stream it from there, and just have take my webcam in there, or take Brandon's webcam in there and just set it down like on top of the PC itself, and just have it look at us and do like a couch style live stream from the with the capture and everything.
Yeah, but at the same time, you'd also, if you want to do it more professional, you would also use a secondary monitor so that we could have your stream chat there.
You mean one of my 3 monitors that I can walk in there?
Yeah, so you'd have to move that in there. You would also have to walk in a decent microphone and also have to worry about sound leaking.
Okay. It's not hard to do.
Yeah, it just sounds like a lot of extra work.
Versus wasting $1,000 to build another PC, when I could very easily spend that $1,000 on shit I actually need.
Dude, I'm just saying, it's not going to be 1,000.
Or I could, I'm just using $1,000 as a round number. I could take that $1,000 and put it towards my Colorado trip to come see you, you selfish sack of shit.
Wait. Did you call me selfish or selfless?
Yes. I actually said selfish because I was trying to say selfish sack of shit and it didn't work.
You are both.
So I'm going to use that as my excuse to not build another PC, is that's money that could be allocated to coming to see you in Colorado.
Let's be honest. That's money for you guys to go snowboarding in Colorado.
Exactly.
Difference.
Spend 20 minutes to set it up. Don't spend $1,000 on a new PC. Exactly, Spicy. spend 20 minutes tops to set it up versus, and don't get me wrong, it would be a blast to build a new PC. And I don't know, with the 3000 series cards coming out, I might keep, if Brandon buys a 3000 card or a 30 series card and I buy a 30 series card, I might keep my 20 series and build a small, because the graphics card's the most expensive part of that.
I mean, and the thing is that if it's just used for only like porting it to a stream, it's not going to be using any of the workload to play the game. You
Exactly.
can use Brandon's old card.
1060.
You're not wrong. We could do that.
And it would easily handle it.
And then I could sell my 2070 and upgrade to an i9 in this PC and run my i7 in the old PC.
Mm-hmm.
I could very easily build another PC if I really wanted to. It depends on how it looks when the 30 series cards come out. Because if we're not seeing what we want to or what we expect to from the 30 series cards, it's not going to be worth it.
Yeah.
Because we're coming up on like an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes again on this one. So, and it's pushing 2 a.m. and we're wanting to get into some GTFO tonight. And Spicy's getting restless and wants to play some GTFO. So we are going to end the stream. If you guys want to watch the stream live, I stream it every Sunday.
So
I'm going to... Sunday.
Sunday, Monday.
Sunday, Monday. It was a little bit late in the recording this time, but
Time zones are crazy, bro.
time zones are crazy. Try to stream it and record it at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It didn't happen this time, and I do apologize for that. But I was catching some Z's, and I desperately needed it.
And just for conversions for everyone, that is, 7 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m.
Mountain Time,
and then 5 p.m.
and then 5 p.m. West Coast time. But for anybody that's around the world or anything like that, just take Eastern Standard Time and convert it to whatever your time zone is. It's a simple Google search to do that. But I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Spicy and everybody in chat, thank you all for joining us live. This will go up on the Saturday of the 22nd. And then we will record again on the 23rd. And
podcast before PAX.
That will be the last podcast before PAX, and we're going to be going
in-person podcast.
And that'll be a very special podcast because it's going to be our first live in-person podcast. And it's going to be fucking incredible. Even if it's just the three of us, I mean, we're gonna get Daylights and everybody in there. But if it's just the three of us,
Daylights in there no matter fucking what.
Yeah.
He's coming into one of these fucking podcasts. He's an amazing dude, and we need him.
We absolutely need to get him on here. I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, Daylights, meet us at the hotel room, so that we can go over the game plan for the day."
Away from ours.
I know.
We could always walk that. I mean,
well,
dude,
no,
because
no. Because we're going to PAX on that Friday.
What up, boy? We're in a podcast right now.
Well, we're going to PAX that Friday. The next morning, I want to record the podcast because one, it's fresh on our minds.
Hit me out on this. We could also do it Friday night after we leave the convention center.
True,
so that way
very
we can
true.
Saturday for drinking and hanging out with the boys.
True.
Yes.
And vlogging that.
I'm down. I'm down with that. So we'll figure all that out. We're probably gonna discuss a lot of that and a lot of the trip and everything next Sunday during the podcast.
It'll be yellow in the IRL podcast.
That'll be the IRL. That'll be we'll basically be discussing the PAX trip. Yeah. He'll be a lot less yellow, yeah. Because I'm gonna be bringing the Brio to record it. So
okay.
Or Basura, since you're bringing your camera, if you want to pack up your Brio and bring it with you. Because I'm already going to be bringing the microphone and the computer to record it. If you want to bring your Brio with you, and we can just use it.
Yeah, that works.
That way I'm taking up less space in my luggage and everything.
Yeah, plus you got to bring a camera for vlogging. So I can pick up my Brio instead.
Do we have any extra Joy-Cons so we can have a Nintendo Switch party?
I can bring my Switch. I do have my own Switch.
Okay.
Yeah,
what
bring your
we're doing,
Switch.
switches, boom.
Yeah, boom, 3
Yeah,
switches right there.
Joy-Cons, and then I
Because
should have
we're gonna be
one or two
playing
extra
fucking Breath of the
controllers.
Wild and fucking Mario Kart on the fucking
Yeah, I was
plane.
gonna say drunk Mario Kart.
Drunk Mario Kart?
The
Absolutely.
saddest part is I could have brought Smash with us as well, but my roommate lent my copy to his cousin.
Hi, I'm Link. I have Smash.
Oh,
Hey, I was gonna get Mario Kart, but because my friend was like, "Oh, you should get Smash because Mario Kart's better for a couch co-op." But you know,
the saddest part
There's
is
gonna
that
be
we
a lot
can't
of
stream it, but we can record it.
We can
We find a
record
way
it.
to fucking record it.
Yep, we can record it.
we can bring the
record it.
Elgato, maybe hook one of the things up to a dock and pass it through there.
Who the fuck has an Elgato?
Not an Elgato, but like a.
I know
Like
what
a
you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's too much equipment for me to take to Boston, though, dude. Like, I know it's one little extra piece of equipment, but that's too much to keep up with.
No, you're straight. I mean, it's your equipment.
Stream it via
Candy?
phone
Yeah.
video.
I'll put my phone against like the
Just
TV,
set it down
at the back
against
of our
it and just
heads,
like looking at the screen.
and then it falls
Alright.
down in the very beginning and it's
question is,
just
Link,
black.
Right before this ends, when are we opening up a Patreon? So that way we can start doing pre-recordings and after recordings.
I'll probably be opening a Patreon up right after PAX.
If you
Hell
donate
yeah.
$10,000 for the Patreon, I'll send you a picture of my asshole.
No, he will not. It is my Patreon. He will not do
My
that.
own Patreon.
Link, it's our Patreon.
Okay, it is out. It was
I'll make
mine
a
and
GoFundMe.
Basura's Patreon.
I'll make a personal GoFundMe, and if you donate, and if it reaches $10,000,
Spicy said, "Where do I sign up for that?" Spicy, I got you on Snap. I'll send you a butthole pic right now, bro.
Fuck her up.
This is really turned around.
And on that note, we'll see you guys next week. Links in the description for all of our Twitch channels. Make sure you check them out. Definitely check out these two. Again, we got Bongo Brando beside me on the left. In the middle is my roommate, Brandon. And we've got my co-host on the far side over there, Basura Cat. Links to both of their Twitch channels are going to be in the description. Thank you guys so much. If there's anything you all want us to talk about during the podcast, anything, even if it's controversial, we really don't. I won't say we don't care, because if it's gaming and
I said
streaming
some
related,
things.
even if it's a controversial topic, like, I mean, we went over the fucking Sonic the Hedgehog movie, which is a controversial topic right now. But if it's something similar to that, I mean, we don't mind to give it an idea and look it over and everything. And if I see an idea that I don't want to go over, I'll if you comment an idea and I don't want to go over it, I'm not just going to ignore it. I'm going to tell you in the podcast why we're not going to go over that.
Or at least reply to it.
Or at least reply to it. Yeah, I will definitely reply to all of your all's comments. But yeah, if you all want to hang out, and oh god, Spicy just sent me a fucking snap. Oh god. Oh god.
Oh god,
I swear to god, this better not be a butthole. Where is my butthole pic?
Hold on,
Spicy,
Spice.
you're on the podcast now, bud.
You're on the
Hold
podcast,
on,
Spice. We
Spice.
got your
Don't
face,
worry, I got it
motherfucker.
This goes for everybody on.
All right. We will see you guys next week. Peace.